Hey guys, welcome to the clubhouse. I'm Billy Jackson, and today's video is going to be on American Horror Story, Season 8, Episode 1. Alright, well, first, since this is my first American Horror Story review since starting my channel, let me give you a little backstory on what I like about American Horror Story, or at least what seasons I love. I love the first season, Murder House. The second season is probably my favorite season, Asylum. Then you have the third season, which is not too bad. It's okay. You know, I like Covenant. I thought it was pretty good, especially when Sarah Paulson's character, I can't remember, their characters, but when she stabs herself in the eyes in that season is one of my favorite moments in TV, just because it just made me go, oh my god, I cannot believe they did that, but they did it and it went there. So that's another thing I love about this show, is that it seems like a rated R show that's on TV, and there are a lot of great shows, like on HBO and Showtime and stuff like that, like Dexter. I love that show, but my favorite TV show that's on regular TV is up there in my top 5 at least, is American Horror Story. And because of how gory it is and how wonderful the storyline is, every week you just want to get to the next week. I mean, this stuff is exciting for me. I love horror. I'm a big horror fan. But anyway, love season 4. Freak Show. I thought that's my second favorite season. Then you have, Hotel, season 5. Now see, when we lost Jessica Lange, the show fell off for me. I mean, Lady Gaga did do well in the Hotel season. I have to admit, I love season 5, the one with the hotel. But the show has since lost its swagger since Jessica Lange left. I mean, she made the show for me. She was my favorite character in each of the seasons, up until she left. Sadly she left, but the show kept going. They kept plugging along. We got Hotel. I thought it was great, and then we got Roanoke, and I hated Roanoke. I mean, some of it was okay. I like the chances that they took. They tried to make it different. So I get that. And I can respect it when studios do that kind of stuff, and writers, they want to change it up and make it different. And that's another thing I love about this show, is that each season is a different story. I hate it when it's like either episodic, where each episode is a story. Some shows do that well. But these are the same actors playing different characters each season, and supposedly they're all in the same universe. It's just different time periods, so that's exciting too. And at the end of Freak Show, it shows one of those characters going into the asylum, so that the Freak Show took place right before the asylum. So it's jumbled up in its continuity, but that's fine with me. I mean, the way they put it together very subtly is the key thing here, is that they do it subtly, and that is awesome that this show does this kind of thing. It was experimental, and it has worked for me. And hey, we're in season 8. Here we go, Apocalypse. What did I think of last season? Season 7? I loved it. I loved the whole political thing, and that was a chance taker too. I mean, they could have really run into the ground if they would have done something wrong or misspoke, but they take chances, and they did some things. Now, I didn't like the whole oh gosh, what is his name? I can't remember their names, but the murders that took place in that house, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm having a mind wipe right now. Remind me in the comments below. I cannot remember, but in that season, that whole episode, the whole thing to do with the Manson murders, that's what it was, the Manson murders, but I can't remember their names. Oh gosh, it's killing me. Anyway, I'm not gonna waste your time trying to remember, but that whole scene in that season I did not like. So no, I didn't like that. But overall, I thought the season was really good, showing how somebody could go crazy. even if they're not crazy, and how people can be talked into stuff. We're very vulnerable creatures. I mean, somebody looks great can make you do something. Somebody speaks well, they can make you do something. You got to be careful who you're around at all times, especially nowadays. Get careful what you say. You can get in some big trouble. But anyway, I love that they take chances on this show, and that's one of the great things about it. Now, here we are in Apocalypse Season 8. The world has ended, I mean, the nuclear bombs had fell, in explosions. At first I thought it was going to be like a gimmick, that they were really just teasing people, that the bombs were going off. It wasn't really real. I thought it was going to be like a propaganda kind of thing. But no, we see the explosion, see that town get taken out, that city getting taken out. And the world is in a nuclear winter. At the very beginning of this movie, it starts off, this movie, I'm used to doing movie reviews, so sorry. But in this episode, it really got me in the first 10 minutes. I was like, oh man, here we go. It is the apocalypse. They're in the apocalypse in the first episode. I thought they were going to get to an apocalypse, but no, here we are, bam, right into it. And I'm cool with that, because I love how this episode ended, and I'll get to that in a second. I'm not seeing that time's running, so I'm going to try to wrap this up. But I enjoyed the episode altogether. I'm not a fan of the blonde girl who always freaks out, the haircut girl. I can't remember her character's name, but I don't like her. I didn't like her in the previous seasons that she's been in. It's just something about that actress. She rubs me the wrong way, but anyway, other than her, I love everybody else. Evan Peters is my favorite actor on the show, and Sarah Paulson's awesome. All of her characters are awesome in each season. But those two actors are the best on the show, in my opinion. So I'm glad to see that they're still in, American Horror Story. So we're going to get plenty more. So stay tuned each week on Thursday. Sometimes it might be Friday. It could be the weekend. Hey, who knows? Sometimes I work late and I can't get as many videos out as I want. But I'm going to be bringing them to you at least once a week for each of the episodes in American Horror Story until the end, which is only 10 episodes, which is another good thing about this series, is that each season is 10 episodes. It's real short, it's real sweet, it's powerful, it's gory, it's sexy, it's everything a show needs to be, in my opinion, and has a little bit of humor it'll throw at you. But anyway, Kathy Bates, I've loved her introduction to the show. This isn't her introduction. She's been on it for the past few seasons, but I'm glad. I love Kathy Bates, so hopefully she can build up and be my favorite character, because she really gets me in her horror. Hey, Misery, bam. But anyway, that's my review on the first season, Season 8, the first episode. But what did you guys think? I want to know what you think of American Horror Story as a whole. What's your favorite season? Let me know in the comments below. And remember to like my videos and subscribe to my channel. And as always, make yourself happy every day. And the only way to do that is to remember, the only thing stopping you is you stopping.